So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On the give, it's Warren. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 9 here. They toss it to Warren. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Cameron Johnston now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll throw with May. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's May. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Algier. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
To the air, May. Gets this complete to Boutte. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kayshon Boutte, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's made. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They'll get this to about the 38.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you would.
Here's a diving catch right side. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5. They go to Johnson again. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Patriots 6-yard line.
To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Patriots ready to get the football back. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, May. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, May with it. He's got this to Algier. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
He'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Derek Harmon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing here is May. And Diggs has it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here's May. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
318.
Again, it's Johnson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
319.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now out come the Patriots. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At the 43-yard line.
Second down and inches. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 49.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of it.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Here's a second and 8. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots, 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
They go play action now. May.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 45-yard line.
58!
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
They'll check this down to Johnson.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They'll throw with May. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the shotgun, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
To the air, May.
It's complete to Diggs. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Two yards to go, second down.
Angel. What's that?
They'll look to throw again.
Gets this complete to Butte.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll come up second and 7. To throw, it's May.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Antonio Gibson
From 10 yards out.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
May going to try to throw for it.
Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two
2-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.